പോരെ. ഇവിടെ മനസ്സിലാണ് ഞാൻ പിന്നെ കിട്ടാൻ വരുന്നില്ല വരുന്നില്ല
എന്താ വരുന്നില്ല?
ലൈവില്
ഞാൻ ഇട്ടല്ലോ.
പിന്നിട്ട്
ആ ലിങ്ക് ഇട്ടല്ലോ ഗ്രൂപ്പില്. ഏത്
കാണിക്കണം ചേട്ടാ സങ്കടമുണ്ട്. ആ കൊച്ചിനോട് പേര് ചോദിച്ചു. ബാംഗ്ലൂർ ഫ്ലൈസ്റ്റാ സാധനം കൊച്ചി ചോദിച്ചു ആദ്യം സ്റ്റുഡന്റ്
തീരെ കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ
അത് കേട്ടപ്പോ ഒന്ന് തകർത്തി.
ചായയും ഇപ്പൊ ഇതല്ലല്ലോ ഇവിടെ നടക്കും.
അതെ പറയുന്നത് ഓക്കെ
അതല്ലല്ലോ വരുന്നേ. കുറച്ച് ലാഗുണ്ട്.
ലാഗല്ല ലാഗായിട്ട് കാണിക്കുന്നു.
ആ ലാഗായിട്ട് വരുന്നത്.
നെറ്റിന്റെ നെറ്റുണ്ട് അപ്പൊ തിരികെ ഞാനിത് പോക്കറ്റ് അത്ര പ്രായം
വെള്ളം കിട്ടുന്നത്
വെള്ളം ഇട്ട് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ശരിയാ. കറക്റ്റ് ആണോ? കറക്റ്റ് ആണോ? ശരിയല്ലേ ഇവിടെ ആ മോളെ കണക്ട് ചെയ്ത് നിൽക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ അപ്പൊ അവിടെ വെച്ചാണ്
വയറ് പണി കിടക്കില്ലേ?
കുഴപ്പമില്ല എന്നുവെച്ചാ വൈഫൈ ആക്കും വൈഫൈ ആക്കോ
ആ ഈ കൊച്ചെപ്പോഴും നടന്നോ?
ഞാൻ ഈ സാധനം ആക്കി പക്ഷെ കാണിക്കുന്നില്ല. ഞാൻ നോക്കേ
ഇതിന് കുറച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ
വന്ന് പഴയ വരുന്നോ നോക്കേ പള്ളി നോക്കിയാ
അതേ
വരുന്നതല്ലേ എടാ ഇതിലേ രണ്ട് സ്ക്രീൻ എന്ത് വരുന്നേ രണ്ട് സ്ക്രീൻ
ആ ഈ സാധനല്ലേ ഇങ്ങോട്ട് ഇട്ടാ മതി.
അങ്ങനെയാണോ? എഡിറ്റിംഗ്
സ്ക്രീൻ വരുന്നില്ലേ?
കിട്ടിയിരുന്നോ?
ഇതിനിട്ട് എന്തോ ലാഗ് ഉണ്ട്. ഞാൻ ഇപ്പൊ പോവാൻ പോട്ടെ. ചെന്നുള്ള 10 മണിയാവുമ്പോ
Respectful welcome to each and every one of you gathered here today at Government Law College, Thiruvananthapuram for the valedictory function of the 11th National Area Competition for KELSA Trophy, hosted by Government Law College, Thiruvananthapuram in association with IQAC and Justice V.R. KRISHNA Chair on Area Systems. The Government Law College, Thiruvananthapuram, established in 1875 under the visionary patronage of Maharaja of Travancore, is among the oldest institutions imparting legal education in India. As the institution entered its 150th year, it not only holds dear its heritage but also looks forward with a renewed vision. True to its guiding maxim, Sweet Justitia Ruet Tyler, let justice be done though the heavens fall. The Government Law College, Thiruvananthapuram, continues to shape generations of legal professionals who uphold peace, equity, and wisdom.
In keeping with this vision, the Government Law College Thiruvananthapuram has been a pioneer in encouraging all-name dispute resolution. The Justice V.R. KRISHNA Chair for India Systems established the memory of the great jurist, reformer, and former Supreme Court Judge, Honorable Justice V.R. KRISHNA serves as an academic platform dedicated to India. The Justice V.R. KRISHNA Chair cannot be mentioned without remembering the person who laid its foundation. Our dear Professor, Dr. Ruth Mercer. Though Sir is no longer with us, his vision continues to gain and inspire the work of this chair. Since its establishment in 2015, the chair has been instrumental in organizing national media competitions that celebrate legal intellect, dialogue, and innovation. And now, as we do the curtains on the 11th National Media Competition for KELSA Trophy, let us begin the valedictory function by invoking the blessings of the Almighty. I request everyone to rise for the prayer.
Jagannatha, Jai Purnamasi, Jai Puri Yagadare Mathuravindu. Jagannatha, Jagannatha, Jai Purnamasi, Jai Puri Yagadare Mathuravindu. प्रभातं निर्मलहासं प्रदोषं निशोकभावं प्रकृतिर्विवरणं ഇരിക്കുവേണം കരയാനും ചിരിക്കാനും നിന്നിൽ നിന്നും പകർന്നു കമനീയ സ്വഭാവങ്ങൾ എനിക്ക് വേണം Jagannatha, Jagannatha, Jai Govindamasindhu, Jai Godikyagadare Mathuravindu. Jai Godikyagadare Mathuravindu.
We invite Srimati Priyavati, Assistant Professor, Government Law College Thiruvananthapuram, and the coordinator of the 11th National Area Competition to the stage to deliver the welcome address. Ma'am, please.
എല്ലാവരെയും വിജയത്തിലേക്ക് നയിക്കുന്ന ഓൾട്ടർനേറ്റ് ഇഷ്യൂ റെസൊല്യൂഷൻ എന്ന പ്രശ്ന പരിഹാര പ്രക്രിയയിലേക്ക് നമ്മുടെ കലാലയത്തെ കൈപിടിച്ച് നടത്താൻ ജസ്റ്റിസ് VR കൃഷ്ണയ്യർ ADR ചെയർ സ്ഥാപിച്ച നമ്മുടെ പ്രിയങ്കരനായ പ്രൊഫസർ ഡോക്ടർ സുകുമാർ സാറിനെ ഒരു നിമിഷം സ്മരിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ എന്റെ കഥ നടത്തുന്നു. Respected Principal in charge, Professor Dr. Bindamol teacher, retired District Judge, Sir M. Hariharan Nair sir, Advocate Dr. Sandhya Madam, Advocate Bhuvanendran sir, Professor Dr. Meena Kumari teacher, Dr. Rini MD, Gayatri, dear participants, students, teachers, and non-teaching staff. In the middle of every difficulty, there lies an opportunity. And if you clearly identify it and if you correctly expose it, then there lies a solution. ADR, alternative dispute resolution, is one such opportunity in the middle of every legal issue that takes you from the realm of complicated litigation to a hassle-free, equitable solution. Justice VR Krishnaiyer area chair of Government Law College, Thiruvananthapuram, since 2015, organizing this ADR competition to enhance the negotiation and mediation skills, and most importantly, the need of ethical decision making to our students. So, registration of 22 teams in this competition highlights the importance that the young or the budding lawyers, they are enthusiastic in participating or being a part of this competition. So, moving on to my duty, first, I would like to thank Professor Dr. Bindamol teacher, the principal in charge, who is the patron of our college and the promoter of this competition. Only for formality, on behalf of the organizing committee, I render a warm welcome to Bindamol teacher. Next, for adjudicating the finals of the competition and also for being the chief guest of this valedictory function, we are privileged to have the retired district judge M. Rajendran Nair sir, an eminent legal and judicial fraternity. And today he told that he was also a teacher for almost 10 or yes. So I'm adding an academician also. So we are privileged to have you be with us for the judge of the final round and also as the chief guest of this valedictory function. On behalf of the entire Government Law College, we render a warm welcome to M. Rajendran. So the participants, actually you are blessed because in the final rounds you were judged by two persons who are the Supreme Court accredited mediators. Advocate Dr. Sandhya Nair Madam and Advocate Bhuvanendran Nair sir. So Advocate Sandhya Ma'am, actually she proudly deserves the prayers and wishes of many family because we joined many of them from the verge of divorce through the process of mediation. Sandhya ma'am, a warm welcome to your own college, inaugural and executive member of our PTA. So next, actually I'm a little bit nervous because if a student, even after 27, 28 years, if she still loves a subject, still remember the subject, then it shows the efficiency of a teacher who taught it. So I'm privileged to be one of the students of Advocate Bhuvanendran Nair sir, and I still the subject
he taught history of courts or legal and constitutional history of India. So I want to teach the subject, but unfortunately now we are not having that subject in our syllabus. So, and the on behalf of Government Law College and on my personal behalf, I am welcoming you. And as Sanjay ma'am, you are also a part of our institution. Welcome, Virendran sir. And next, I would like to welcome the most admirable faculty of our college. I will always, I will always refer her a bit. I don't know to whom all I will tell this. That is, she's a walking legal encyclopedia of all government law colleges. And she is distinguished with her knowledge, with her bold decisions, and her determination. And we are proud to have you with us, faculty of government law for Surendra ma'am. And only for formality, I welcome Professor Dr. Meena Kumari ma'am. Welcome, ma'am. Next, the most charming, the most smiling, the most vibrant former Lady Rep Gayatri Rajan, who is a NSS volunteer secretary also. So, as your representative, as my student, I welcome Gayatri Rajan. Next, actually, she's the one who deserves the credit of the success of this competition, because we are not a part of it, but we had done nothing. She doesn't allow us to do anything because she was the one. Her hard work, hardship, and her sincerity makes this competition a grand success. I'm not having any words because I am telling you, welcome, ma'am. It's not Nisha, it's not good. Anyway, just for formality, I give a warm welcome and thank you so much. Next, the heart of this competition, the participants. Now, in this venue, we are having only 4 teams, but we are having 22 teams. And so, representing these 22 teams, we are having 4. And actually, I can see the tensions in 2 teams, but don't worry, as I said earlier, you are all winners. The 4 teams, irrespective of whether you got first, second, third, or fourth, you are all winners. Be a part of ADR competition itself shows that you are the winners. And welcome you 4 teams, which represent the 22 teams on behalf of Government Law College to this valedictory function. I also welcome the persons who are behind the scene, the teaching and non-teaching staff of our college, whose hard work, whose sincerity cannot be ignored, because without them we cannot make this function effective. So I welcome all the teaching and non-teaching staff of this college. Every time our skill will be in the last part. That doesn't mean that we're the last one to get recognition. You, in our mind, you are the first one. Because even if the teacher has made a hard work, you are the persons who are in the way to reach the final destination, especially the organizing committee and the student coordinators. I can see many faces, but I can't remember all the names. So I'm just mentioning some of them. Doesn't mean that I'm ignoring anyone, because I know, we know the part played by each one of you, each one of the committees of this competition, for making this program, for making this competition a remarkable one. And the front coordinators, Kavya, Nirmal, Siddharth, Srijin, Needu, and the one whose absence make us to feel her presence. She was there till yesterday, but due to some personal issues, she was not here. But Abhinami, we are missing you. But on your absence, I'm welcoming you also. And all the members of organizing committee, all the members of organizing committee, all the student volunteers, I welcome each and every one of you to this function. Thank you, thank you so much.
Thank you, Priya. Now, it is time to hear from the guiding force behind our institution, a person whose dedication, vision, and unwavering commitment inspires us every day. With great respect and pride, I invite our beloved principal in charge, Professor Dr. Pitibol BC, to deliver the presidential address. Honorable Judge, Imdadishal Naito, Advocate Sandhya Nair, Advocate Bhumi Nacha, Srimati Priya Vidya, Dr. Meena Kumari, Dr. Rene, Gayatri, colleagues, students, and participants. It gives me immense pleasure to stand before you this afternoon as we mark the valedictory ceremony of the 11th National Career Competition for the KRISHNA Trophy, an event that celebrates not just legal knowledge, but the spirit of dialogue, compassion, and creative dispute resolution. Today, our campus has witnessed intense intellectual engagement, thoughtful deliberation, and exemplary advocacy skills. The participants have shown the future of the legal profession rests in the hands of young minds capable of resolving conflicts through reason rather than confrontation, through cooperation rather than coalition. Your performance is a testament to the ideals of justice and fairness. ADR, as we all know, is not merely a set of procedures. It is a philosophy that values human dignity, reduces adversarial hostility, and upholds access to justice. In a country as diverse as India, ADR is not optional, it is essential. It ensures that justice reaches the last citizen in a manner that is timely, affordable, and humane. Competitions like this expose our students to real world challenges, train them in negotiation and mediation skills, and prepare them to handle disputes in ways that upholds the true spirit of the Constitution. The distinguished evaluators of the competition, your sides are enriched this event beyond measure. We are grateful for your constant support and guidance through all the participants from across India. You have brought energy, resilience, and discipline to this competition. Whether you take home a trophy or not, each one of you lives with experience that will shape your future careers. You have made us proud. I also extend heartfelt appreciation to the faculty coordinator, student organizers, and the area committee. Your dedication has been the backbone of this successful event. Organizing a national level competition is never easy, but you have executed it with grace and precision. As we conclude this year's edition, let us also reflect on the lessons Elia teaches us. Conflicts are inevitable, but hostility is not. There is always room for dialogue, always space for understanding, and always the possibility of peaceful resolution. Once again, I congratulate all participants and thank everyone who contributed to this meaningful event. Thank you and wish you all the success in your future.
A heartfelt thank you to you, ma'am. Now, as we move forward, we are privileged to hear from a distinguished member of judiciary, I invite Sri N. Rajendran Nair, a retired district judge, onto the stage to deliver valedictory address. So please.
വേദിയിൽ സന്നിഹിതരായി ഞാൻ മലയാളത്തിലാണ് തന്നെ വേദിയിൽ സന്നിഹിതരായിരിക്കുന്ന ഈ വളരെ പ്രിൻസിപ്പലുകൾക്ക് വിശിഷ്ടാതിഥികൾക്ക് ആദ്യത്തെ ഘട്ടത്തിൽ ഞാൻ മലയാളത്തിൽ സംസാരിക്കുന്നതിന്റെ കാരണം ചിലർക്ക് മനസ്സിലാക്കാൻ ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിലും അതായിരിക്കും കൂടുതൽ ഇഫക്റ്റീവാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് മലയാളത്തിൽ സംസാരിക്കുന്നത്. ഇവിടെ ഒരു കോമ്പറ്റീഷന്റെ ഫൈനലിന് മാർക്കിടാനുള്ള അവസരം എനിക്ക് കിട്ടി. ആദ്യമായിട്ട് ആ കോമ്പറ്റീഷനിൽ പങ്കെടുത്ത എല്ലാ കുട്ടികളിലും ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ ആശംസകളും അഭിനന്ദനങ്ങളും നേരുന്നു. കാരണം ഒന്നിനൊന്ന് മെച്ചമായിരുന്നു അവരുടെ പെർഫോമൻസ്. അപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങളുടെ ആർക്ക് സമ്മാനം കിട്ടി എന്നുള്ളത് നിങ്ങൾ നോക്കണ്ട, എനിക്ക് ഓരോരുത്തരുടെയും പെർഫോമൻസ് ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടു എന്ന് ഞാൻ ആദ്യം പറയും. ഇനിയും ADR 11ാം വാർഷികമാണ്. ADR ഹെൽസ 11ാം വാർഷികമാണ്. ADR പ്രസക്തിയെ പറ്റി അല്പം പറയാം. ഞാൻ ദീർഘനാള് കുടുംബ കോടതി ജഡ്ജിയായിരുന്നു. കുടിക്കുന്ന സമിതി ഇവിടെ എത്ര കോടതി പ്രാക്ടീസ് ചെയ്ത അഡ്വക്കേറ്റ്സാണ്. ഒരു ജഡ്ജി എന്ന നിലയിൽ ഞാനൊരു രോഗിയായത് കുടുംബ കോടതി ജഡ്ജിയായിരുന്നു. കാരണം അവിടെ വരുന്ന പ്രശ്നങ്ങൾ മനസ്സിനെ ഇളക്കി മറിക്കുന്ന ഹൃദയഭേദമാണ്. ഞാൻ കുടുംബ കോടതി ജഡ്ജിയായിരുന്നപ്പം തിരുവനന്തപുരം ജില്ലയിൽ ഒറ്റ കോടതിയുള്ളൂ, കുടുംബ കോടതി. അന്ന് ഡെയിലി 4 വിവാഹ മോചനം പരസ്പര സമ്മതപ്രകാരം നടക്കും. ഇപ്പോഴത് ഇരട്ടിയായി കാണും. കാരണം കുടുംബ കോടതിയിലാണ് ADR ഏറ്റവും വലിയ ശക്തി. ഏറ്റവും ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുള്ള കാര്യം ഭാര്യയും ഭർത്താവിനെയും യോജിപ്പിക്കുക എന്നുള്ളതാണ്. ഇന്ത്യയും പാകിസ്ഥാനും തമ്മിൽ യോജിച്ചത് വരാം, ഇന്ത്യയും ചൈനയും തമ്മിൽ യോജിച്ചു. പക്ഷേ ഭാര്യയും ഭർത്താവും തമ്മിൽ യോജിപ്പിക്കുക എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് വളരെ ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുള്ള ഒരു കാര്യം. അവിടെയാണ് ADR പ്രസക്തി നമ്മൾ നോക്കേണ്ടത്. ഒരു ഡൈവോഴ്സ് പെറ്റീഷൻ ഒരാൾ ഫയൽ ചെയ്താൽ മെറിറ്റിന്മേൽ അത് പോവുകയാണെങ്കിൽ എന്റെ അഭിപ്രായത്തിൽ കുറഞ്ഞതൊരു 10 വർഷമെങ്കിലും എടുക്കും അതിനൊരു ഫൈനൽ ഡിസിഷൻ എടുക്കാൻ സുപ്രീം കോടതി പോയില്ലെങ്കിൽ. ഞാൻ തന്നെ ഇപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ അഡ്വക്കേറ്റായിട്ട് ഹൈക്കോടതിയിലൊക്കെ പോകുന്നുണ്ട്. ഒരു കേസ് ഞാൻ ആ കക്ഷിക്ക് വേണ്ടിയാണ് ഞാൻ പ്രാക്ടീസ് തുടങ്ങിയത്. 2004 കേസ് വരുത്തിച്ചു. 2015 ഡൈവോഴ്സ് കിട്ടി. എത്ര വർഷമെടുത്ത് നോക്കണം അതിന് പോലെ. ഇനിയും കുടുംബ കോടതി വരുന്ന കേസിന്റെ സ്വഭാവം വെച്ച് നോക്കിയാൽ നമ്മൾ ഇമാജിൻ ചെയ്യാനൊക്കത്തില്ല മനുഷ്യരും തമ്മിലുള്ള ബന്ധങ്ങൾ ഇത്ര ശിഥിലമായി വരും. പലപ്പോഴും ഞാൻ എന്റെ കണ്ണ് നിറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട് ഈ കുട്ടികളുടെ ഈ അച്ഛനമ്മമാര് കുട്ടികളെ പറ്റി എന്തുകൊണ്ട് ചിന്തിക്കുന്നില്ല അതുപോലെ ഇരിക്കുന്നു. ഒരു സ്ത്രീ എൻ്റെ അടുത്ത്, ഒരു സ്ത്രീ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ അതിനൊരു 30 വയസ്സേ വരും, മകളാകാനുള്ള പ്രായകാലം. അതെന്റെ കോടതി വന്ന് പരസ്പര സമ്മതപ്രകാരം വിവാഹമോചനം. ഒരു കുട്ടിയുണ്ടതിന് 3 വയസ്സെങ്ങാണ്ട്. ഞാൻ ചോദിച്ചു ഈ കുട്ടിയുടെ കാര്യം എങ്ങനെയാ? അതെന്റെ ഭർത്താവ് എടുത്തോളാം. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു നാളെ എന്റെ കോടതിക്ക് കുട്ടിയെ വേണമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ് വന്നേക്കാൻ. എടുത്തെന്റെ കൂടെ പോയി അവിടെ. ഏതാനും നാളത്തെ 6 മാസം കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോഴത്തെ കുട്ടിയെ വേണമെന്ന്. പിന്നെ കുട്ടിക്കായി പണമില്ല. എന്ത് ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങളാണ് ഇന്നത്തെ തലമുറയിൽ കുട്ടികൾ അനുഭവിക്കുന്ന യാതനകള് ഒട്ടും വർണ്ണിക്കാനൊക്കെയാണ്. അച്ഛനും അമ്മയും പിണങ്ങിയാൽ എന്റെ കോടതി സംഭവിച്ച ഒരു കാര്യമാണ്. അച്ഛനും അമ്മയും പിണക്കം ഒരു കുഞ്ഞിന് വേണ്ടിയുള്ള ഒരു കുഞ്ഞിന് ചെലവിന് കിട്ടാൻ ആഗ്രഹിച്ചു. വിട്ട നേടിയാലും കുഞ്ഞിനെയും ഭാര്യയും സംരക്ഷിക്കണമെന്നാണ് നമ്മുടെ സുപ്രീം കോടതി ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട KRISHNA അദ്ദേഹം തന്നെ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഞാൻ എന്റെ കോടതിയിൽ വന്നപ്പോൾ കുട്ടിക്ക് ചെലവ് കൊടുക്കണം. അയാളൊരു 5000 രൂപ. എന്നിട്ട് അയാൾ എന്റെ ഓപ്പൺ കോർട്ടിൽ പറഞ്ഞു, സാറേ ഇതെന്റെ കുട്ടിയല്ല. നോക്കിക്കൊള്ളാം എന്തുമാത്രം ദയനീയ അവസ്ഥ സംഭവിച്ചത്. അവൾ ആ കുഞ്ഞിനെ എടുത്തുകൊണ്ട് അന്ന് തന്നെ ട്രെയിനിന്റെ മുമ്പിൽ ചാടിപ്പോയി. ഇത് തിരുവനന്തപുരം ജില്ലയിൽ നടന്ന കാര്യമായി. ഇവിടെയൊക്കെയാണ് ADRന്റെ പ്രസക്തി. ആരെങ്കിലും പറഞ്ഞാൽ കേൾക്കട്ടെ. നിസ്സാരപ്പെട്ട പ്രശ്നത്തിന് വിവാഹമോചനം ആളുകൾ വരികയാണ്. 5 പവൻ കൊടുത്തിട്ട് 500 പവൻ കൊടുത്തെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ് കേസ് വരും. നിസ്സാരപ്പെട്ട കാര്യം ഞാൻ നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞു. എന്റെ സുഹൃത്തുക്കളോട് ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു, ഒരു ഡൈവോഴ്സ് പിറ്റീഷൻ എന്റെ അടുത്ത് ഒരു ഭാര്യയും ഭർത്താവും എന്റെ വീട്ടിൽ വന്നു. രണ്ടുപേരെ ഞാൻ വിളിപ്പിച്ചു. എനിക്ക് രണ്ടുപേരെ അറിയാവുന്നവരാണ്. പെൺകുട്ടി സ്മാർട്ടാണ്, ആൺകുട്ടി ഡീസന്റ് എന്നതാണ്. ഞാൻ ചോദിച്ചു, എന്തിനാണ് നിങ്ങൾ ഡൈവോഴ്സ്? അവയാൾ എന്നെ AD കോടതിയിൽ വിളിക്കുന്നു. ഡൈവോഴ്സിന്റെ കാരണമാണ്. നമ്മൾ അതിനെന്താ അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടും വിളിക്കുന്നത്? ഇപ്പോഴാണ് അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടും വിളിക്കും. അതിനെന്താ കുഴപ്പം? ഞാൻ ആകുന്ന പറഞ്ഞു നോക്കി. എന്താ ഒരു ഡൈവോഴ്സ് പരസ്പര സമ്മതപ്രകാരം ഡൈവോഴ്സ് വാങ്ങിച്ചിട്ടേ ആ പെൺകുട്ടി അടങ്ങിയുള്ളൂ. ADR എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഇത് സത്യത്തിൽ ഒരു തലവേദനയായി സെറ്റിൽ ചെയ്യുന്ന കാര്യം കൂടെ. അതാണ് ഞാൻ നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞത്. കുടുംബക്കോട് തിരികെയായതിനു ശേഷമാണ് എനിക്ക് പ്രഷർ കൂടിയതും അന്ന് തൊട്ട് പ്രഷർ കെട്ടാൻ വേണ്ടി ഞാൻ കഴിക്കാൻ തുടങ്ങിയത്. അത്രയ്ക്ക് ദുരിതമാണ് നമ്മുടെ കുടുംബ കോടതികളിൽ ഇന്നുള്ളത്. ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട എന്റെ കൊച്ചു കുട്ടികളുടെ മക്കളുടെ പ്രായമുള്ളൂ, കൊച്ചുമക്കളുടെ പ്രായം. നിങ്ങൾ നല്ല അഭിഭാഷകരാകേണ്ടവരാണ്. നല്ല അഭിഭാഷകരായി തന്നെ വരണം. പക്ഷേ കേസിന് വേണ്ടി കേസ് നടത്തരുത്. ഒരു ഭാര്യയോ ഭർത്താവോ നിങ്ങളുടെ അടുത്ത് ഒരു പ്രശ്നവുമായിട്ട് വന്നാൽ കഴിയുന്നത് പോലെ സെറ്റിൽ ചെയ്യാൻ തന്നെ ശ്രമിക്കണം. അഭിഭാഷകന്റെ കേസ് കുറയ്ക്കാൻ ഞാൻ പറയുന്നതല്ല. ഇതൊരു ഭാര്യയും ഭർത്താവും കോടതിയിൽ വന്നാൽ ഒരു കേസ് കൊടുക്കും ഡൈവോഴ്സിന്, ഒരു കേസ് കൊടുക്കും ചെലവിന് കിട്ടാൻ, മറ്റൊരു കേസ് കൊടുക്കും സ്വർണ്ണാഭരണം കിട്ടാൻ, മറ്റൊരു കേസ് കൊടുക്കും കുട്ടിയെ വേണമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ് ഗാർഡിയൻ താല്പര്യം. അപ്പോൾ ഒരു ഭാര്യയും ഭർത്താവ് വന്നാൽ പറഞ്ഞത് 4-5 ദിവസം. ഒരു കുടുംബ കോടതികളിലാണെങ്കിൽ ഇത് കേസിന്റെ പ്രവാഹം നഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടാണ്. ഈ കാര്യങ്ങളെല്ലാം പരിഗണിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് നിങ്ങൾ നല്ല അഭിഭാഷകരാണ്. നിങ്ങളുടെ മുമ്പിൽ ഒരു കക്ഷി വന്നാൽ ആ കക്ഷി പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് കുടുംബ പ്രശ്നവുമായി വന്നാൽ എങ്ങനെയെങ്കിലും അത് സെറ്റിൽ ചെയ്യാൻ നിങ്ങൾ ശ്രമിക്കണം. നിവൃത്തിയില്ലെങ്കിൽ മാത്രമേ സെറ്റിൽ ചെയ്യാതിരിക്കാം. എന്റെ അടുത്ത് വന്ന ഒരു സംഭവം പറയാം. സെറ്റിൽ ചെയ്തു, ഭാര്യ ഭർത്താവ് സെറ്റിൽ ചെയ്യാൻ. ഭർത്താവ് പറഞ്ഞു എനിക്ക് അവളോട് പോകാൻ വയ്യ. ഒടുവിൽ അവൻ എന്റെ മുമ്പിൽ വെച്ച് എന്റെ ചേമ്പറിൽ വെച്ച് അയാളുടെ കാല് പിടിച്ചു. അവൻ ഭാര്യ ഭർത്താവിന്റെ കാര്യം. ഒടുവിൽ സെറ്റിലായി. 1 കൊല്ലം കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോ ആ സ്ത്രീയും അവളുടെ കാമുകനും കൂടെ ഈ പാവം ഭർത്താവിനെ കൊന്നു. ഇപ്പൊ രണ്ടുപേരും സെറ്റിൽ ചെയ്ത് കഴിയാം. നോക്കണം, സെറ്റിൽ ചെയ്താലും അപകടം വരുന്ന സംഖ്യ. അപ്പോൾ ADRന്റെ പ്രസക്തി വളരെ സൂക്ഷിച്ച് മാത്രമേ സെറ്റിൽ ചെയ്യാവൂ. സെറ്റിൽ ചെയ്താൽ ഇതെവിടെ ചെന്ന് അവസാനിക്കുമെന്ന് പോലും നമുക്ക് അറിയാനൊക്കത്തില്ല. എന്തായാലും ഡിസ്പ്യൂട്ട് റിസോൾവ് ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് ഇന്ന് ADR പ്രസക്തിയുണ്ട് എന്ന് മാത്രം പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ട് എനിക്ക് അധികം സംസാരിക്കാൻ വലിയ ശാരീരികമായി സുഖമില്ല. എനിക്ക് ഒരുപാട് സംസാരിക്കണമെന്നുണ്ട്, ഒരുപാട് സംസാരിക്കാനുമുണ്ട്. നിങ്ങളൊക്കെ നാളെ നല്ല അഭിഭാഷകരായിട്ട് വരണം. നിങ്ങൾ ജഡ്ജസ് ഉണ്ടാകണം. മനുഷ്യരെ പറ്റി ചിന്തിക്കണം. മാനുഷിക ധർമ്മം എന്താണെന്ന് മനസ്സിലാക്കണം. മനുഷ്യന്റെ വികാരം എന്താണെന്ന് മനസ്സിലാക്കണം. മനുഷ്യന്റെ വേദന എന്താണെന്ന് മനസ്സിലാക്കണം. അങ്ങനെയുള്ള ജഡ്ജിമാരായി വരണം. അങ്ങനെയുള്ള അഭിഭാഷകരായിട്ട് വരണം. അങ്ങനെയുള്ള അധ്യാപകരായിട്ട് വരണമെന്ന് മാത്രം പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ട് സംസാരിക്കാൻ എനിക്ക് ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുണ്ടായിട്ട് അധികം സംസാരിക്കുന്നില്ല. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഓരോരുത്തർക്കും വിജയം ആശംസിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ എന്റെ വാക്കുകൾ തിരുത്തുന്നു.
Thank you, Rajan sir, for those wonderful words of wisdom and encouragement. Your legacy continues to inspire us all. The Parent Teacher Association of Government Law College Thiruvananthapuram has always been the strong backbone of our institution. With its unwavering support, constant encouragement, and active involvement, the PTA plays a vital role in enriching our academic environment and strengthening every initiative we undertake. We are honored to have with us one of the esteemed executive members of the PTA, a distinguished personality who who has contributed immensely to the growth of our institution. Next, I invite Advocate Dr. Sandhya K. Nayak, Supreme Court Accredited Mediator and Executive Member of the PT, Government Law College, Thiruvananthapuram. Ma'am, we warmly welcome you to deliver the keynote address. Ma'am, please.
Good evening, respected retired district judge, Sri Rajendra Nair sir, our principal, Dr. Bindu Ma'am, my colleague and my senior, and agriculture mediator, Advocate Gorendra sir, Dr. Meena Gomadi ma'am, Dr. Rini ma'am, Gayatri, participants, teachers, non-teaching staffs, and dear students. I am very much happy to be here along with Rajendran sir and Gonendran sir as I start my career as a lawyer in family court Srigaryam, where Rajendra sir was my officer, presiding officer at that time. And sir's affectionate, loving nature towards junior lawyers was a reason why I stand before you with much confidence and the reason why I can build a stable career in my practicing field as a lawyer. As Priya ma'am said, it's right that I would like to settle the entire cases which I handled through mediation. The reason why I select practice is that there are a lot of issues in our society. So, if I am practicing as a lawyer, I can directly interfere into those matters and can ratify simple, even family issues or any other issues relating or affecting the entire society. So, to rectify or to understand these issues and to give some help or suggestions, it's better to have a profession like advocacy. Here, during 1990, I am a student of this college. At that time, we never get an opportunity to participate in these type of competitions. Okay, so my submission is that all participants, those who participate in this competition are the winners. Okay, these type of competitions are stepping stone for those students who are going to take your job or profession as a lawyer. So, I'm not continuing my talk. So, all the very best to each and every participants. Go ahead. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandhya ma'am, for your encouraging words and for your dedicated service for the college family and the legal fraternity. Next, we are deeply honored to invite Advocate Govt Nair, Supreme Court Accredited Mediator. He has been a familiar and inspiring presence in all the ordinary dispute resolution programs organized by Government Law College, Thiruvananthapuram. Sir, we now invite you to deliver the keynote address. Sir, please.
Clearly to all. Respected Mr. from Revenue sir. Respected Principal also Dr. Bindu Mortija. Yeah. Or co-media really I think media center. Dr. Advocate Sandhya. Respected Meena teacher. Then Dr. Rini ma'am and my dearest teachers are there's no need of saying name of anyone. Because whenever I'm coming here, I'm seeing the laughing face of all the teachers who are sitting around me here. They are seeing my laughing face also. Anyway, since I'm not taking much of the time, why media is secret in our country that you can understand from the quoting of IQAC, the great personality was delivered enough judgment with the social interest and social justice. The person became social justice. His judgment also reading will come to know what is the importance of law and justice in our society. And just to start with the quote, and what IQAC has said. The poor cannot reach the courts because of heavy court fee and other expenditure. The mystique of legal procedure is so much. The hierarchy of courts with appeals put justice beyond the reach of poor. If people lose faith in bench and bar, they will easily take to remedies in the streets. This will lead to the downfall of democracy and impotency of the court. I am finished with impotency of the court. Okay. Hey, why he said so? Because ultimately each and every person needs justice. Justice is declared as the basically the human being in the Article 29 of Indian Constitution and every person wants. Whether people are getting justice or not. You asked on this month, Supreme Court around 5 crore 49 lakhs of cases are pending. 5 crore 49 lakhs. Think it up. The law minister said in the parliament that it will take another 325 years to dispose of this case. Another 325 years. In this way, if you are delivering justice, then you will land. People are frustrated. There are difference of opinion in the society. Whenever interaction between the person, difference will come. Difference has to be there. Difference is always promoting progress. It is required also. But it should be timely addressed, timely managed. Are we able to manage it timely? There only the importance of ADR comes. Judicial dispute resolution, some links are there. Because on the basis of evidence, they have to decide because both the party are not satisfied, a person is not satisfied, will go to the next appeal to appeal until like years together. But here, as Dr. Priya said, both are winning. That is the beauty of ADR. The problem is taken before a neutral mediator or a neutral arbitrator or a neutral conciliator is patiently hearing and actively hearing the parties and finally making them to come to a settlement, making them to come to a settlement, not by the arbitrator, mediator, or the conciliator. We communicate with each other and finally the parties come to a settlement amicably and they are happy. Both are winning. There's no one is losing. Actually, we have to make ADR a culture in our country. It should be a culture. Before going to the court, a person must think it out. How to resolve a dispute friendly. How to get satisfaction out. Actually, what is justice if it has nothing but satisfaction? Because everybody, are you happy? Everybody say I'm happy. Are you satisfied? No. It's very difficult to say I'm satisfied. Why I'm not satisfied? Mind you, my share I'm not getting it. That is satisfaction is nothing but justice. So right to get justice is the right of each and every person who lives in this country. Is it giving in time? Is that it? Justice delayed is justice delayed. It's not only justice delayed is justice delayed. It is totally taking away the rule of law. People are frustrated, not believing the rule of law. Rule of law is the basis of our democracy. What is rule of law? It is just like oxygen. Lord Atkinson said, rule of law is just like oxygen in the air. The moment the oxygen is removed, will come to what is the condition of a person. Likewise, rule of law is like that. The rule of law is removed from the society, will come to what is the condition. So instead of taking the matter to the court, even the Supreme Court says, instead of taking the matter before the court, the people talk together, sit together and think it out. How to solve their dispute. Can amicably settle. You can happily settle. And each person feels that I am getting justice. That is sufficient. It should be in that way. Especially in future generation, you should think it up instead of taking the upper thing in the legal battle before the authority, producing evidences and proofs. Sit together, talk together. Every problem is solved if you sit together and talk together. Put your head together, every problem. There is no problem without solution. If you just think a remedy, you already studied. Every right has a remedy. You can find out the remedy. But think it out patiently. Sit together and hear the other person. Just give ear to the other person. You can solve the problem. ADR is one of such beautiful mother. But I doubt the arbitration isn't raised to that level. There's certain doubts. Because arbitration coming under ADR, but the procedure is always taking towards the litigation. Many of the arbitration cases are decided by us or award passed. Again, it is going for further litigation. It increases the litigation, but mediation, conciliation, and other procedures, mediation are best as per the Indian culture is concerned. But arbitration, again, the decision making is there. So the arbitration again and again, other litigation is increasing. Moreover, the executing and the award of the arbitration, that is another problem. An arbitration is already conducted in Hyderabad or Jammu Kashmir. Finally, that has been executed in Kerala, Trivandrum. People are running behind for execution of award of arbitration. Actually, the arbitration procedures should be simplified, should be made more flexible. They have to make certain amendment. There are more many suggestions in that. In this fashion, the arbitration will fail. Actually, people are not satisfied with the arbitration at present going on in our country. But mediation is a successful matter. Recently, we done mediation for the nation. All over India, we conducted mediation. Around 35 to 40% of cases are settled, which is pending last 25 years before the courts. So what I want to say in this evening, the those who are in this law college think it up instead of fighting the case or taking for a litigation. Why not a disallow? Mediation Act already comes that says that before taking a matter to the court, let the parties sit together. Community mediation is there, online mediation is there, social mediation is there, private mediation is there. We can sit together and solve the problem on the grassroots level or on the village level or on the home itself. So that message to be spread. ADR is one of the best methods for getting better relationship. People to restore relationship. So to have a better relationship, to have a better life and make a quite revolution in our country by adopting this better method of areas, more of I can say mediation. So you people should go deep in the skill of mediation and try to make a better country with the peace and with satisfaction. Today we got a chance to judge two teams. Both were excellent, I can say, so excellent they performed. We are down. It shouldn't be given such mark. Both are excellent leader. The performance are so good. So improve some more. Be in this field. I wish you all the team because other teams have not heard. I wish you all the team, all the best. You people are doing well. You are doing well. And same way I'm wishing all of the team and all the people have a nice day. Be in this field. Promote ADR and spread this message and spread this culture. Wish you all the best, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Educate Govt, sir, for your thoughtful remarks and invaluable contributions to the field of law. Now, for the felicitation segment, I invite Professor Dr. Veena Kumari S., Professor and Senior Faculty, Government Law College, Thiruvananthapuram, out to the stage. Ma'am, please.
Respected Principal, distinguished dignitaries of the dais, Dr. Ratindra Nayak sir, Sandhya ma'am, Bhuvendran sir, beautiful Gayatri, Swini, and all my colleagues, my dear students, and all the participants. Priya teacher began her speech by mentioning about Sud Kumar sir. So I was actually reminded of the day when this competition actually started. Though formally it began as a national level competition in 2015, in a very rudimentary stage. We began it in the back in. Hamima, please correct me. It began back in 2009 when it began as a state level competition. All thanks to Sud Kumar sir. So one fine day he came, and those days I and Hamima, we were really young. Not that we are very old today. He was very young then. So we were the lieutenants along with Sud Kumar sir. He will come one day and he just said, we are going to have an ADR mode. So he won't express much. Ideas mostly will remain in his mind and will ask us to execute the same. So I still remember the hours of exertion that I and Hamima had to put finally even to agree to the word rapporteur. No, the crux of this competition to agree to the word to find out actually from the scratch to find out a suitable word and finally end up with something called rapporteur, which I guess it's a French term. So which Sud Kumar sir finally agreed, okay, we are going to place this person as a rapporteur. So agreed to that term, and then he said, this is not the competition, this is not a routine competition, we are going to have something called screenplay. And here the brochure was released and our names were kept and people around started calling us, what is the screenplay? So we are only familiar with the screenplay as far as films are concerned. So here there is a book which says about screenplay. So we had to devise what after all is this a screenplay? You are only familiar with a memorial or a memorandum. Now there is a competition for which you are having a screenplay or a script, which now as it is rechristened as a script. So it all began in a very rudimentary manner, very from the scratch things began, and I still remember how I and Hamima used to run from pillar to pillar without knowing anything to develop a competition. At that point of time, there were very few competitions apart from the traditional Mukko competitions. This is one of the first of its kind where there was ADR, there was an arbitration moot at that point of time. Of course, there were arbitration moots, but a moot court which addressed all forms of alternate dispute resolution that happened for the first time. Very unique in itself. So from that day, 2025, when I stand, I find that 2 days back, one of the volunteers came rushing to my room and said, "Ma'am, I'm sorry, I forgot to give you the tag for joint coordinator." So I was actually wondering, my God, you become so professional. My students now they're conducting everything in a very professional. So even at that point of time, I thought how from the very rudimentary things I and Hamima were running around without knowing anything. We just shaped the competition to how my students have equipped themselves to conduct it in a very professional manner today. So I'm very proud of my students that you conduct this in a very good manner. Also happy that the coordinators would guide them well, would give heart and soul to it. Congratulations to the coordinators for the competition. And I know very well, there are a lot of memories to share. Just as Aditya was saying, with area there are a lot of memories attached. But as a previous mooter, I also know how the heart would be pounding for the participants. They just want this to be over and the results to be declared. I know that very well. So I'm not taking any more time. Once again, congratulations to the participants, to all the participants, and on behalf of the Murkut Society, which will soon be organizing the 20th edition of Justice B.R. Krishna Ever-Rolling Trophy All India Murkut Competition, I extend my sincere thanks and felicitation to the organizers of the area moot. Thank you once again.
Thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful words.
Okay.
Finally, representing the vibrant voice of the student community, I invite Gayatri Rajan, former lady representative, College Union 2024-25, onto the stage to deliver her speech. Gayatri, please.
Respected dignitaries on and off the dais, Honorable Chief Guest and retired District Judge, Sri Rajendra Nair sir, beloved Principal Professor Dr. Bindu PC, esteemed keynote speakers, Advocate Sandhya K. Nair, Advocate Thiruvananthapuram Nair, esteemed faculty members on the dais, Meena Kumari ma'am, Rini ma'am, and Priya ma'am who delivered us the welcome address, all the other esteemed faculty members, participants, and dear students, a very warm good evening to one and all. It's indeed a privilege to stand before you today and offer my heartfelt gratitude on the occasion of the valedictory ceremony, National ADR competition for the prestigious Kelsa Trophy. First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt appreciation to our esteemed guests for gracing this occasion with your presence. Your contributions to the legal field, whether through the bench, the bar, the academia, or mediation, serve as an inspiration to every aspiring legal professional gathered here. To the core of this competition, the organizers, faculty coordinators, and volunteers, your dedication has transformed this competition into a memorable and enriching experience. The meticulous planning, seamless execution, and commitment to promoting the values of ADR deserve the highest praise. To the participants from 22 institutions across the country, I offer my sincere felicitations. Your performance showcased not only your legal acumen, but also your ability to listen, negotiate, and resolve conflicts with dignity and logic. Regardless of who takes home the trophy today, each one of you has earned immense respect through your hard work and professionalism. Once again, I congratulate all the achievers, extend my best wishes for your future endeavors. May each of you continue to uphold the values of justice, fairness, peaceful resolution, contributing positively to society and to the legal fraternity. Thank you and warm regards to everyone present here. Thank you, Gayatri, for representing the student voice and for sharing your thoughts. And here comes the most awaited part of the evening. The moment we honor the brilliant minds that excel in the 11th National Area Competition for Kelsa Trophy. We are excited to announce the recipients of the ever-rolling trophies, cash prizes, and individual honors, recognizing their exceptional dedication to both academic excellence and practical skills. Now, let us applaud the teams and individuals who excel in embodying the spirit of justice.
I guess everybody will be excited for the winners, right? So, first, let us applaud the semi-finalists of the 11th National India Competition. I invite our beloved principal in charge, Professor Dr. Bindumol VC, onto the stage to honor the semi-finalists. So, first let me welcome the members of School of Law, Christ University, Bangalore, onto the stage to receive their certificates. I invite Vaisali Viraghavan and Visa M and Neena Annapurna onto the stage to receive their certificates. Now, let me invite our second finalist, semi-finalist, CSI Institute of Legal Studies, Parashala. I invite Adina Joseph, Prajata P, Daniel Jivan onto the stage to receive their certificates.
Now, let us move on to the award for Best Counsel. This award will be presented by our principal in charge, Professor Dr. Bindumol VC. The Best Counsel receives the ever-rolling trophy donated by Smart Summit IVF Hospital, Thiruvananthapuram, a cash prize and a certificate. The award for Best Counsel goes to Team U, CSI Institute of Law, Parashala. May I request the moderator to kindly come forward to the award.
Next, we move on to the award for the second best script. This award will be presented by Advocate Gunendran Nair. The winners of the second best script, the 11th National Media Competition, will be honored with a trophy and certificates. The award for the second best film is secured by TCP, St. Joseph's College of Law, Bangalore. The team consists of three members, Aditya Excellent, Irene Sibi, and Tia Anandani. May I request all three members to kindly come forward and receive the award.
We now move to the award for Best Script. This award will be presented by Advocate Dr. Sandhya K. Nair. The winning team receives the Dr. K. K. Kusuman Memorial Everalling Trophy donated by Dr. K. M. Usha, a cash prize and certificates. The Best Script award goes to TCD, BMS College of Law, Bangalore. The team comprises three members, MS Hariga, Shriya Raghuram, and Rishabh. As the team is not present here, I kindly request the head of the team management committee to come forward and receive award on their behalf.
Son's highest honor of the evening, the award for the best team. This award will be presented by Honorable Retired Judge Sri M. Rajendran Nair. The champions received 2 Everalling trophies, one instituted by the Kerala State Legal Services Authority and the other united with the PTA of Government Law College Thiruvananthapuram, along with the cash prize, certificates and individual trophies for all three members. May I kindly request Rajendran sir to announce the winners of the 11th National Media Competition for Kelsa Trophy. So let us welcome the members of St. Joseph's College of Law, Bangalore onto the stage. The members are Abhishek Sunil, Irene Sibi, and Tia Anandani.
അങ്ങനെയല്ലേ ഒന്ന്
അങ്ങനെയല്ല രണ്ടും ഒരുമിച്ചല്ല സ്ട്രോങ്ലി
Finally, we have the runner-up award. This will also be presented by Honorable Retired Judge Sri M. Rajendran Nair. The team receives the Everalling Trophy donated by Mr. Justice M. R. Hariharan Nair, certificates and individual trophies for all three members. The runner-up of the 11th National Area Competition is TCN Christ Academy Institute of Law, Bangalore. The team consists of three members, Shiva Sharan MP, Ambrose Jacob, Fatima Sania KA. May I request all three members come forward and receive their awards.
Congratulations to all the winners. As we near the conclusion of this memorable event, it is time to express our sincere gratitude to everyone who made it a grand success. We now call upon Dr. Rini MP, Associate Professor, Government Law College, Thiruvananthapuram, and General Convener of the 11th National Area Competition, hosted by Government Law College, Thiruvananthapuram, in association with IQAC and Justice KRISHNA Chair on India Systems, to deliver the vote of thanks. Ma'am, please.
Good evening all. Now I can see very pleasant faces here. Up to now I had seen some tense faces. What will happen? Who will be the winner? Now I can see very pleasant faces and I am also very happy to see pleasant faces here. And very good evening all. We have now come to the end of a very grand competition. And actually, when my Priya teacher said, she said that this competition is my hard work. No, it is never. Little a person can do by oneself. But when a lot of hands comes together, a competition becomes a great success. Actually, it is my proud privilege to be the convener of this competition in which such student participation never that I expected in any years. That is, I had been the competition, I have been the convener of the competition for the past 3 years, and never had I seen such students' participation. My students, they are actually my most prestigious gifts that I have. And now moving on to my duty assigned to me, I would like to offer vote of thanks to all the dignitaries present here. I would first of all thank our respected principal, Dr. Bindumol VC, whose guiding force had given us such power to conduct such competitions. Our students were there here for almost 2 months. They have been working till 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in this institution. She was there with us, giving us all the help and advice. Thank you, madam, for your wonderful support. Now, from my heart, I will say something about our retired subject, Rajendran sir. Sir, you were speaking from your heart. Actually, what I expected when I called sir was that I am going to talk with the judge. How will he react? And I was calling him. I felt that such a humble man, such a great judge, a person who is actually very competent to be the judge of the family court. He had said his wonderful experiences in the family court. Sir, we are actually very privileged to have you as a judge in our competition. I, on behalf of the organizing committee, express my sincere gratitude. Thank you, dear. Then, speaking about our Supreme Court accredited mediator, Gunendran sir, Sandhya madam, they are part and parcel of our institution. Every time we call them for each competition, because they are very familiar with our students, they are very familiar with the process, and they are the most competent persons to be the judge of the final competitions. Both of them are great legal luminaries, and they had judged all the competitions so wonderfully, and it is our proud privilege to have them in every competition. I, on behalf of the organizing committee of ADR, express my heartfelt gratitude. Sir, and speaking about Meena Kumari, madam, dearest madam, there is no word to express gratitude to her because this competition, when it started itself, it started with her. That is, she was the main person who was calling all the judges, arranging, making arrangements. And she was the first person that I contacted. And on the from the bottom of my heart, I express my heartly gratitude to their Priya teacher who had
said the first welcome speech. She is a coordinator and my dear colleague, I express my sincere gratitude. Thank you, madam. And my dear Gayatri, beautiful Gayatri, I have a very important role in making her beautiful because actually when she said and came and said, look, madam, I'm going to wear a kurta. I said, no, you should wear a sari. God Lord. So, on behalf of us all, we express great thanks to Gayatri, who is also a former lady also. And then moving on to a big list that my student coordinators have given us. And I would like to welcome some of my dearest student coordinators to the dais. I would like to welcome Srijin, Vika, Kavya, Nirmal, Neetu. And in absence of a very important person, our dear Abhirami, she was there throughout the competitions and throughout all the work she was there. Yesterday also she was there, but due to certain personal reason, she had to go home. Also, I am thinking that she is also standing here. And making them stand here, I would like to express gratitude some of our faculty members who had greatly helped us in each levels. We had a number of committees which were headed by faculty members. First of all, I would like to express my thanks to Manjusha Madam. She was the coordinator of the reception and registration committee. Thank you, Madam. Then I would like to express my thanks to another important committee, that is the Judges Committee. It was headed by Shyam Kumar sir, and he was actually a very important person throughout the competition. All the judges, they were taken care by this Shyam sir. All the judges were called by teacher. They were all taken care by Shyam sir. I also express deep gratitude to him. Thank you, sir. Again, there was another very important committee, that is the Chamber Arrangement Committee. We had a very energetic teacher who was guiding the chamber arrangement. All the chambers were very fantastically arranged. It was our dear Dr. Sanju Madam. Sanju Madam, together with Sangeeta Madam. I express my gratitude to them. Again, together with the chamber arrangement, there is another committee called as Chamber Management Committee. It is headed by Dr. Shiva Madam. Shiva Madam had been a guiding force and she was behind the scenes. We never saw her anywhere, but it was a presence that made this particular competition running smoothly, timely manner. I express deep gratitude to her also. And again, there was another committee called as the Accommodation Committee headed by Vijay sir, and he was there for all the accommodation. Thank you, sir. It is a main committee that started today 6 a.m. That is our food committee headed by Santosh Ramshaw. Actually, Santosh, really please, sitting here beside, he came by 6 a.m. And I told him, sir, can you come by 7:30? But he came here by 6 a.m. And then for all the food, he made all the arrangement and even the lunch he took after all of us have lunch. Such a great person. Thank you, sir. And now I would like to express thanks to my dear students. Without you, this particular competition will never have been such a success. That is what I said in the beginning. Again, I forgot one person. I'm sorry. The tabulation committee by Shraman. The most efficient committee have given all the reference in time. All the reference have come in time. And even if I have reserved to the last, there is one wonderful committee, that is the valedictory committee, that has been arranged by our Anji teacher. She has been working for a lot of people. She has been actually training these people. She was saying this certificate, this cloth, that cloth. And now she has made an excellent endeavor. And when we stand here, we feel such a pride to have you here. Thank you, madam, for your very good support. Now, we had as coordinator, Dr. Manivina teacher, we had Deepti teacher, we had Priya teacher, and myself. We are just tools in the hand of these beautiful students. Actually, they were working each time. They were asking, teacher, what should we do? Actually, in other colleges, we ask the students, please do it, please do it. But here what happens is that, teacher, what should we do? When I say, this is enough. No, it is not enough. We have to do such thing. We have to do such with such perfection. That is why I call them here. Each one of them. I can say that each one of them is very prestigiously. I feel great pride to have you here. Now, my children had given me a long list of certain people I should say here. And for the purpose that I may forget one or two, I am reading out them because actually, if one is forgotten, that they will say they are my students. Others will not say anything, but they will come and say, "Ma'am, you forgot." So for that purpose, I have written their names so that I will never forget it. Now, now, the student coordinators were assisted by a number of student organizing committees. That's the speciality of this particular competition. Actually, we have organizing committee in the teachers. Now, my students actually, they have made certain organizing committees within themselves. There was a technical team, very important team. That is the preliminary portion was all, as you know, it was online and technical support was very important. We have Alan Prince, Kevin Murali Baran, who had coordinated all the technical matters. I never say thank you to you, but I am proud of you. And again, tabulation committee. There was Nawaz is the media committee. Harishankar by Muhammad Imtiaz. The reception committee by VRS. The team manager committee by Vaishnavi Arnal. The human management by Tanush S. and Radha Kovi. The executive committee by Balashankar. The food committee by Nandu A. Nayak. Arjun. Chamber arrangement by Saira Shivagovind. The Gandhi function and wrap copy arranged by Charanya Devi and S. My dear students, if I have not mentioned your name kindly, please don't come here and shout at me because there's a long list. There have been 2020 volunteers. Everything I mentioned in detail because sorry, 220 volunteers. Everything I mentioned here, sorry, it was my mistake. 220 because they have the effect of 2000. That is why I am saying that students, actually, I am very proud and I don't have words to say thank you to you. I just say that I'm very proud of you. I made such a long vote of thanks because nobody should think that it was an easy competition. It was a tireful work for almost 3 months with a lot of helping hands who were making this competition a great success. And each one is actually a role model to the coming generation, that is, coming students. These students should be a model for the coming students. Next time, this participation must be doubled. And I wish all of you a good day. And again, my dear teens, we are very happy to have you. We congratulate each one of you. Thank you all. As I told you, again, I have forgotten one single name that was I am announcing. That is in a technical team. I express my gratitude to Ashwin. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rini ma'am. And thank you all for being such a wonderful audience on this special occasion. Hoping that we'll meet again for the 12th National Area Competition. We now conclude this ceremony. I request everyone kindly rise for the national anthem, after which we shall disperse. जनगणमन अधिनायक जयति भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलति तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तब जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
The score sheets of all the competitions are pasted outside for the participants to see.